you know, don't be scared.
Okay.
Can you practice with a mask on?
This is a really good question. I feel fine if the group is okay, if you're at your back, want to take them off to practice, but I want to make sure that everyone's okay with that. Yes, you're welcome to take your mask. Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay. I know it's sometimes hard to be honest in a group, you know, when everyone's wanting one thing. So
Okay.
if you're on your mat, you walk through the space, we'll put the mask on. Let's just do that. Is that okay? And I feel okay. And please be, you know, if you have other things you want to say, you can find me privately too. It's just such a strange time in that regard. And I want to really honor everyone's feelings around everything. Yesterday, I was telling, I flew home from Phoenix yesterday. We were in the airport for 12 hours and waiting to get on a flight. And it was such a day of patience and breathing, and, you know, but masks and all of it. And but I said, people were kind. Like I was so shocked at how just patient people were in general, because it was chaos. I've never been in an airport with full power, all the power went out, transformer blue, at Phoenix Sky Harbor, which is this huge airport. So all the computers were down and security was down and everything went back to manual ticketing, and bags were being, because then they canceled every flight. They all came up through baggage claim and you had to go stand and wait to find your bag. And it was like bag upon bag stacked everywhere with no order. It was so crazy. Never experienced anything like it, but I made it home. So I'm so grateful to be home and bed, all of the things. So anyhow, let's do some yoga. So come, let's do any special requests today. Non-bodies, some knee stuff. Yeah, as always, like take care of yourself on the mat. Okay, so come into child's pose. Let's start in child's pose. So come onto your hands and knees if you can. Ginger, come on into child's pose. Bring your forehead down to the mat, hips to the heels. Take a full deep breath. And the thing that I noticed the most in my day yesterday was how little I took deep breaths. And like when I got home and in bed last night, and just how anxious I still felt, how long it took to calm my body down. And I have lots of tools. So just that reminder to breathe, to like stop, take a deep breath, not only here, but throughout your day. Let this be the place you practice, that being the norm, where you breathe deeply into the back of your body, expand through the rib cage. Relax your jaw. Good. Relax the area around your eyes and your forehead. Just take a few more full deep breaths right here. Just connecting to the floor, to your body, to your breath, to the others in this space. And then gently come up to hands and knees. So spread your fingers and tuck your toes under and just rock a little bit back to front here. Pressing into the length of the fingers, palms of the hands and the toes. Swing back, try to spread the toes. Good. Come to neutral, point the toes now. Slide the right arm forward on the mat and lower your chest down. So just get a bigger stretch on that right side, right shoulder, under the right arm. And then come back up, slide the right hand in, switch sides. Take the left arm forward. Press down into the tops of the feet, lower the chest, carefully breathe underneath the arm. And then come back up to all fours. And then take your right leg behind you, ball of the foot on the floor here, press the heel away. Good, and then float the foot, so rock forward, float the foot up, so engage the glute. Turn your toes out, take the leg out to the right, and then set it down. Good, and then walk both arms forward and lower the chest. If that's too much, you can do one arm at a time. Right legs out to the right, good, and just breathe carefully into the inner part of the leg. Try to keep the foot flat if possible. Good, and then come back up, walk your hands back under the shoulders, bring the right knee in next to the left. Good, take the left leg back, ball of the foot on the floor, press the heel away, maybe rock a little bit, spreading through the pinky toes. Good, and then rock it forward, float the leg up, so squeeze through the glute back side of the body, turn the toes out, take the leg out, set it down, and then walk the arms forward. Oh, I feel this side today. Soften between the shoulder blades. If it's too much with the arms out in front, totally fine. Yeah, to be on the floor. That's great. Just do the best you can. Breathe. Notice those sticky, tight spots. Come back up to the hands. Walk the hands in. Bring the left knee next to the right. One more here. Take the right leg back. And then spin the foot flat, so foot's on the ground, and then open the right arm towards the sky. You can take the arm overhead if you want. You can keep the foot flat or lift it. You can play with that. I like to lift the rib cage up towards the ceiling. And then come back to all fours and switch sides. Left foot goes back, spins flat, left arm opens up. You can take it overhead, lifting through the rib cage, breathing. Good, Ginger. Spreading the fingers, try to lighten through the right hand. Just landing, and then hands down, knees down. Tuck the toes under, walk your hands to your knees. Walk backwards and press up to a forward fold at the back side of your mat. You can grab hold of your elbows and ragdoll here and sway. Knees soft, head just releasing through the neck, head, breathing into the sides of your body. And then let the hands fall softly to the ground. And right here, you can walk forward, coming into downward facing dog or puppy pose. You can bring the knees down, arms forward, puppy pose, or tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Maybe pedal or move your hips about or move the legs, bending the knees, whatever feels good. Lengthen the lower spine. Press down evenly into both hands, just getting present in your body. Take one more full breath here. Imagine stretching your mat front to back. And then go ahead and walk your feet towards your hands. Bring your hands to the shins or fingers to the floor, halfway lift. Pause. Pull the front ribs in, lengthen from the tailbone to the crown of the head so the jaw moves up towards the neck, lengthening. And then forward bow, just folding deeply over the legs. Rise to the top, inhale, come all the way up to stand, reach up. Bring your hands to heart center, and then allow your arms to come by your side, mountain. Good. And then breathe in, reach up, inhale. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, bow, forward fold, just a half sun salutation. Inhale, rise, extended mountain, sweeping it up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Try to lengthen each breath. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bow. Inhale, halfway lift. Use the whole breath. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to the top, extended mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Last time through, just like this, halfway lift. Exhale, bow. Slower is better. Inhale, rise up. Every last drop. Exhale, fold. We'll add on this time. Inhale, halfway lift. Step your right foot back as you exhale. Set the right knee carefully down if you can, and then reach your arms up. And toes can be pointed or flexed. You can tuck or point the toes. If you need an extra mat, we have them in the back. You want something for your knees? Okay. And take one more breath here. Reach a little higher, up and back. And then let your hands fall down to the ground. Tuck the back toes under. Step forward. Right to left. Halfway lift. Step the left foot back. Let the knee drop down. You can point or tuck the back toes and reach up. Softening the shoulders, spreading through the fingers, relax your jaw, breathe in. Let the hands come back down to frame that left or front foot, right foot, tuck the toes, step forward. Left beats the right, halfway lift. Exhale, forward bow. And bend your knees here. Inhale to chair pose. Let your arms come behind your back, interlace your hands, stretch the knuckles down, and then 10 pulses, the arms away from the body. Just small lifts. Just counting. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. On the last one, you're going to hold it back away from the body. And then bow forward, chest to thighs, drop the head, let the arms continue to move away from the body. Let the arms fall gently to the ground, halfway lift. This time you'll step it back, high plank. Just hold this one. Soften between the shoulders, firm through the belly. It's fine to have the knees down. I'll let bring your hips forward a little so you're not plank pose. Good. And, yeah, and it can be a lot on the wrist. So the more you kind of squeeze into center, like pull the thumb tips towards each other, pull the hands to the feet. Firm the thighs, belly, but soften the back of the body a tiny bit. And take your gaze forward, bend the elbows, lower your body all the way down onto the mat. And point your toes and peel it up to cobra. Good, and then you'll press back to downward facing dog. Your own way, you can use your knees or not. Lift your right leg up to the sky and bend the knee. Pause there. And then straighten the leg and take a big step forward. Bring the right foot towards the right thumb. Spin the left foot flat. Come up to warrior one. Good. Good. Press into the pinky toe edge of the left foot. Bending to the right knee. Lengthening the sides of the body. Turn the lights off. How's that?
That's nice, yeah, it's much nicer.
That's awesome. Your silhouettes are so beautiful. Good, take one more breath here. And set your hands down to the mat and step it back, high plank. Low plank, you can lower onto the belly or halfway down. Cobra or upward facing dog. And press it back to downward facing dog. Lift your left leg up and back. Bend the knee, maybe roll open through the hip. And then straighten the leg and bend, bring the knee to the chest, step it forward and through. Spin the right foot flat and up you come. If you need to make adjustments, make adjustments. Warrior pose is grounded through both feet, pulling that left hip crease back and the right hip forward. Yeah, you can hold on if you need to hold on to something. You can reach up. Or you can soften where you're putting excess or added stress you don't need. One more breath here. Set your hands down to the mat. You flow. High plank, low plank, cobra or upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Good. Breathing here, eyes open, ears open. See the pores of your skin start to open. Take a huge breath in. Breathe all your air out. Look to your hands, bend your knees, step, hop, or tiptoe your feet forward. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold, fold forward. Bend your knees, chair pose. Use your whole breath. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back, high plank to low plank. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg up and back. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Bring your hands right back down, high to low plank. You can skip things too. Breathe in, upward dog, just keep breathing. Breathe out, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, left foot steps forward. We'll help it there. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Grounded and rooted. Exhale, hands back down. High plank to low plank. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. It can always be a stop in child's pose or stay in child's pose. Take one more full breath here. Exhale, look to your hands and step, hop, or tiptoe them forward. Feet to fingertips, halfway lift. Exhale, forward bow. Chair pose. Then you'll pick up your left foot, bring your left knee up towards your chest, so balancing, stork or flamingo. And then you'll step it back to crescent lunge, left foot back. Gonna get grounded and extend right down through the center of your body, physical body. Bring your hands to the heart center and you'll twist to the right. You can bring the left elbow to the right leg. You can bring your left hand to the ground or block. You can straighten the arms. Standing through that center of the body. I like to focus a lot on lengthening here, lengthening the inner back thigh, lengthening the sides of the body, lengthening the back of the neck, lengthening the breath. And then open up to warrior two. Come up and around, right knee bend, warrior two. Flip the right palm up, reverse your warrior. So reach up, rather than back, think up and length. Maybe bend the right knee a little deeper. And from here, you're gonna bring it into half moon. So you'll bring your right fingertips to the floor in front of you. You might need to step the back foot in first, or you can launch into it. The right hand forward, left leg comes up. Or this could be side angle or right angle warrior with the forearm on the thigh. You could stay there. Good, Ginger. Good, Paula. Yes, blocks are helpful. I'm going to try to lift a little bit away from the bottom hand or the forearm on the thigh. You got it, Ginger. Stay there. Breathe. Good, Amanda. Take one more breath. Expand open a little more. And then forward fold. You'll just step the back foot to meet the front, top foot to the front. Halfway lift. Forward bow. Empty it out. Chair pose. Sit low, reach high. This time the right leg lifts. So get grounded through the left foot. Pull into center. Find a spot to set the gaze. And then carefully step it back. If it doesn't land where you want it, slide it a little farther. It's fine to bend the back knee. It's fine to set the foot flat. Good. Your shoulders away from your ears. Bring your hands to your heart and twist to the left. Put the right elbow to the left leg. Good. Twist the other way. There you go. That's it. No, you were right the second time. Right elbow. Good. And then you press the palms into each other to find that twist. Maybe you open the arms here. Right hand can be inside the left foot on the ground or a block. Yes, Amanda. Nice, Jennifer. Breathing. And then warrior two, you'll come up and around. You need to straighten the leg. You can do that and then bend it. Turn the left palm up, reverse your warrior. Go backwards, go the other way. Halfway first. Yes, you open up that front side of the body. Right hand to left leg. I'll go the way. Is it I know now I'm mirroring and there's a mirror. And it's like even more confusing. Good. And then from here, it's either side angle, right forearm or left forearm to thigh, or half moon, reaching the left fingertips out on the floor. Right leg comes up. Open it up. Press out through the upper heel, pull into the center. Round down, find that roots, your bones. All right, forward fold, step the right foot to meet the left. Bring your feet to hip width distance apart. Catch your big toes with your fingers and halfway lift. And forward fold, bend the elbows, drop your brain. Gorilla, you can slide the palms of the hands right underneath the soles of the feet. Halfway lift. And forward fold. You might shake your head, you might press your tailbone up towards the ceiling. And then release the hands. Either come into a squat, a partial squat, or crow pose. So you can be here, forearms on thighs if you're rehabbing. You can be a little lower if that feels okay in your body. Or you can come into crow. You plant the hands on the floor, knees to triceps. Pull the feet up. Good. From here, you'll step back or hop back, high plank, low plank, or to the floor, upward dog or cobra pose, fencing it out. Downward facing dog, press it all the way back. Just take a nice deep breath. Look to your hands, bend your knees, step or float forward. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Extended mountain, rise to the top. And then bring your hands to your heart, your arms come by your side. Move into a little bit of balance. And if you need to come near a wall, you can come near a wall. You can hold the bars are great tools. So inhale, arms up. You'll sweep the right arm underneath the left for eagle. Right elbow goes under. And then you bend the knees and the right leg stacks on top of the left. Find to have your big toe on the floor. I'm a fan of flexing the foot and pressing the pinky toe into the outer calf muscles, and then the leg resists. So I really zip into the center. You can keep your arms as they are and take your right leg back now to airplane. Right leg back, fingers forward, gaze is steady. But the subtleness of balance, the give and take, the strength and ease. And bring the right foot back next to the left, and unwind the arms. And come down. Good, swing them up, inhale. Take the left arm underneath the right. You'll bend your knees and the left leg stacks over the right. It's fine to have the toe on the floor. Find that center first. You're in a one-legged squat, so really getting the bend into the right knee and then the zipping up. And if you can, elbows lift, shoulders soften. The very tops of the shoulders that soften. Gaze steady. And keep the arms. Take the left leg back, and it might be the toe on the floor or a hinge coming into airplane. Or release the arms and hold on to something if you need. The balance is very unique to you. Good job. And then come back to stand. Release the arms. Take some shoulder circles. The left arm up, you'll bend the right knee for dancer. So you'll catch the foot in the right hand. This is fine to hold on to something, a wall. Feel the stretch first in the quadriceps, so lengthen the tailbone down, then kick the foot into the hand. Find a little bit more reach. You can continue to hinge forward. There is a variation of this pose and half moon where you reach your hand down and hover or touch. Or the arm can step forward. It changes the balance. When you set your eyes, changes the balance. Good, come on up. Switch arms, switch legs. Right arm up, bend the left knee, catch the foot. First, find the center line. Draw the knees towards one another, lengthen the tailbone. Then as you're ready, kick the foot into the hand or not. You can stay upright. Hinge farther forward. Reach the right fingertips towards the ground. Come on up carefully. Pull feet to the floor. Take a couple big back strokes. And tree, you'll bring your right foot up to your left leg. Underline. You take any arms you want. We do cactus today. Also, you can take cactus in Arizona. Walk the arms straight. And then returning to mountain pose. Just that's like, imagine yourself as a mountain, just that stature, strength, connection to the earth, or the earth. And the other side, tree, left foot to right leg. Arms of your choice. Returning to mountain pose. Your time. Take a big breath in, reach up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And step back, high plank. Let's stay there. Get reestablished here. Strong through your arms, legs. Take a full breath in. As you exhale, lower slowly, halfway or all the way. Inhale, upward dog or cobra pose. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg up and back. Exhale, step it through. Come up to warrior two. The same way as you. Reverse that warrior again. Turn the right palm up. Lift up to the sides of the body. You'll straighten the right leg for triangle. So reach forward and let the right hand come down. It can land on your shin or a block or the floor. You can play with the width of your stance if you need. Sometimes shorter feels more stable. Sometimes longer feels like full of more possibility. So lengthen both sides of the waist. Back to that breath, full deep breath, all sides of the body. Torso expanding as you breathe. Let the left arm pull you to stand. Bring your feet to parallel, hands to your hips. Inhale, lift into the heart center. Exhale, bow forward. Set the hands to the floor between the feet, but shoulder width distance apart. So fingertips can be in line with the toes or maybe in line with the heels. And you kind of push into the floor with the hands and then tip forward slightly. So the weight of your hips comes more towards the toe line. Lengthen the body. So the crown may or may not touch the ground. Making this like triangle base with your hands in your head. And then if those of you that want to lift here into tripod headstand, you can first make that contact. Press the hands and head down. Maybe the feet lift. Nice job. Nice, Amanda. Perfect. But if your feet are up, you'll start to bring them down. And then from here, you'll lift to a flat back. Walk your hands back under the shoulders. Stay there. Turn your right toes to the front and walk your hands to the right foot. Step your left foot up part way and then straighten the right leg. So you square yourself to the front over the right leg. And then twisting triangle, keep the left hand down and you'll twist to the right arm goes towards the ceiling. That's it. Pull the right hip back in space. Oh, shoulders pressed towards your back. As you exhale, focus on pulling the front ribs down, in and back. It gives you more power to twist. Yes, and then hands to the ground. Step back, high plank, low plank, or knees to the floor, or cow and cat, cobra, or upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Press it back. Good. Lift your left leg to the sky. And step it through for warrior two. The right foot goes flat, up and around. Find you, take your time. Lift the left palm up, reverse your warrior. Lengthen to the left side of the body, lift the heart straight up. And then triangle pose. You'll straighten the left leg, lengthen out over it, and let the left hand drop down. It could be on the shin or a block, or 5 fingers on the floor. Nice job, Ginger. Breathing wherever you are. Like that reminder, like me in the airport yesterday, I had to keep reminding myself to actually take some full deep breaths when I didn't want to. From fear, anxiety, or worry, or just boredom, whatever. We get in this habitual pattern of existing. And you breathe a little deeper, feel a little bit more, connect with your body. And with the right arm, go ahead and pull you up. Bring your feet to parallel. And you can have your hands on your hips again or interlace them. Either way, lift up and bow forward. If the hands are interlaced at your back, you can stretch the arms overhead. The hands are at the floor. You can play with that tripod headstand again, or even just connecting the palms to the earth. The more you press down, the more length you'll get out of the back of the body. All right. Oh, Maria, just breathing here, seeing things from upside down, the words on the wall. Let's see, be happy, healthy, and strong. Believe in yourself. Such good messages. And if your feet are up, carefully bring them down. Nice, Amanda. Keep it forward. Yes. Good job. Release the hands to the mat. And then lift to a flat back. So stay right there for a moment. Lengthen through the neck and sides of the body. And then you'll turn the left toes to the front. Walk it around. Step the right foot up and in slightly. Square the hips. Plant the right hand either inside or outside the left foot. And twist to the left. Revolve triangle. Pin the shoulders to the back. And lengthen from the sacrum all the way out into the ground. If it's too much with the left arm up, it can stay on your low back or outer hip. Find those front ribs and pull them in, back, and down as you exhale strongly to provide for that twist. Good, look down, plant your palms, step it back, high plank, low plank, or knees to the floor, cobra or upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Press back and pause. Pedal it out or move your hips from side to side. Good. Bring your knees down to the mat. Tuck your toes under and sit back onto your heels. You're sitting upright, stretching the toes. Good, if you can. If you need to stand up, that's fine too. Take your arms overhead, interlace the hands, the palms up. Move a little side to side. Good, and then let the arms just float down. And you'll just keep the toes tucked, but stand up. Bring your hands to your back. So camel pose. So hands on the back. And you'll lengthen the tailbone down. Hands can stay here as you press the hips forward, lift the chest. That might be enough to kind of squeeze the glutes, lengthening the lower back, or you can reach for your heels. So with the toes tucked, the heels might be accessible. You pull the shoulders back, lift the heart up, and possibly drop the head back, opening the throat. And gently float it up. This time, point the toes and see if you can sit back onto the heels. Doesn't work, you can sit on a block or stay standing. Roll the shoulders, big circles. Just let it pause. Music with like skipping, it's funny. Okay, one more time. Stand up, tuck your toes under, or keep them pointed. The heels are a little lower that way. You can keep it that way. Hands on the sacrum or low back. So fingers can be down or up. Lengthen the tail, press the hips forward, pull the shoulders back. Might be where you stay. It might feel safe right here. Or you can reach a little farther back and then the hips press forward again. Maybe the head drops back. You want a safe spot. Once it goes back, keep it there. Breathe, open the throat, the heart. And then come on up carefully. Last time, sit back onto the heels. That's a good place for ankles, shins, just soak it all in. What's that? Hurt your foot? What's going on?
Oh, it's mine. It's always my left.
IT down?
No, I broke my knee a million years ago and hello, it's coming in. You know, it's like,
All those things. Like, I thought
So
I
am I
dealt
sitting-
with you.
am I sitting uneven?
Yeah,
So
totally.
I can feel it. Yeah.
You're totally like,
But it's weird. The more I'm doing it, the better it's feeling. Yeah, it's getting. So thank you for noticing.
okay, so from here, we'll come onto our backs. So however you want to get there, you can take your feet to the side or however. And we'll go ahead and lay down on your back. And bring your feet flat to the floor. And we'll do one more little round of back bend. So arms down for bridge pose. Go ahead and tuck the tailbone and lift the hips up. You could walk the shoulders underneath your body. You could interlace the hands first if you like. Sort of lengthen out the backside of the neck. You're not overly tucking the chin. You want to just a nice respect with the body here. Good, and then release the arms if they're interlaced. Come down slowly. And this next one is a little bit more for glute strengthening. So you're gonna keep, I like to bring the feet a little closer together. You'll keep the left foot where it is. Bring the right knee into your chest. And this is only if you can with your knee and whatever's going on, right? Respect your body. You can do it with 2 feet on the floor also. So press that left foot down and then lift up. And you'll do 15 pulses. So lower and lift 15 times. You want to really press into the center of the foot, the 4 corners of the foot, including the heel. Good. So arms can be down on the floor or wherever you want them to be. And you're really focusing on using that whole left leg to power it up. Be even through the foot and the heel, using the quad, the hamstring, and a lot of glute right here. After 15, so some of you might be going faster than others, you'll just hold it at the top. The words on the wall over there, embrace the shake. You might feel a little bit of shaking. It's okay. Hold it at the top and squeeze. Very good. And then lower it down. You'll set both feet down and then bring your feet together, knees apart for a moment. Maybe rock a little bit on the pelvis. Take some deep breaths. Let your nervous system have a break. You know there's another side, but just pause. And then draw the knees back together, feet flat on the floor, maybe a little closer than usual. And you'll bring the left knee in, other knee in. Is that right? Yeah, good. And then to press the right foot down and lift up. So I like to get established. I hold it for a second and then do those 15 pulses lower and lifts. Trying to keep everything as centered and kind of squared off as possible through the hips and the shoulders. This side might be really different. I have one that's way different than the other. So if you've had an injury or you're dealing with something, honor the body. Maybe go slower. Maybe don't do all 15. It's okay. Anybody counting? Where are you all at?
13.
Okay, good. So after 15, you're just going to hold it at the top. Hold it and squeeze and breathe. Not trying so hard. Relax your face and jaw. Just feel the strength and power in that right leg. And then lower it all the way down. And once again, bring your feet together, knees apart. Just that little bit of rocking side to side. And then right here on your back, you'll let the right knee fold over on top of the left. So you take a twist. You might even pull the knees up towards the chest a little bit. You can hold on to that right knee with the left hand. And see if you can straighten the right leg, pressing your heel to that side wall. And just, it can relax or stay engaged, either way. Maybe even bring it up towards your shoulder line a little farther. And then bend the knee, come back to center, take your twist to the other side, take both knees over to the right, pause, holding that left leg with the right hand if you want. Knees can be down away from the body or closer up towards your body, either way. If you'd like to straighten the top leg, you can. It can be relaxed or engaged. Engaged would be like hugging muscle to bone, creating some force in the muscles. Good job. Bend the knee, come back to center. Just give both knees a nice squeeze. And bring your hands behind your head. Bring your knees to 90 degrees. Let's do a few yogi bicycles. So pull those front ribs down, knees stay at 90. And you'll do opposite shoulder towards opposite knee for 30, 29, 28, 27. And again, if you can't quite get to 30, that's fine. Last 20. So think about pressing out through the heels, lifting through the shoulder blades, trying not to use the muscles in the neck and throat to do the movement, using the core, moving right from your center. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. We're not done yet. Good. Now squeeze the knees and elbows together, curl the tailbone up and hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, curl right into that center. 5, 4, lift a little higher, both ends higher. 3, 2, and 1, and then release. And then from here, you can stay on your back, maybe windshield wipe the knees, or you can rock front to back and make your way through a vinyasa. So it's up to you, just staying on the back or rocking. And you can go through a high to low plank. So we're moving towards pigeon. Upward dog, downward dog, or you can stay on your back or reclined pigeon. Either pigeon, right knee towards right wrist, half pigeon variation if the knees, hips, ankles, body allows. Or you're on your back, right ankle, left thigh. And take that reclined pigeon variation, maybe picking the left foot up, maybe not. Nice. That's it. All right, we'll come on up and switch legs. You can go back to down dog or just switch right here in the front. Or if you're on your back, switch to the other leg. Good job. Reminding yourself to breathe. I love that word remember. It means to like put back together. Remember to come back to yourself, your breath, your body, sensations, feelings, thoughts, everything that's going on in your skin using your senses. One thing that I got so reminded of yesterday at the airport is in situations, things don't happen to us. Like the transformer blowing, all of that. It didn't happen to me. It happened. I happened to be there. It wasn't personal. And the choice I made in that day was just to like, wow, I had this day off, like nowhere to go, nothing to do. And sit in the specialness of each moment, even when they don't go as planned. Especially when they don't go as planned. Coming up slowly, spinning the back leg around to the front. Let's take one final seated forward fold. You can move your hip muscles to the side. You could reach up if you like, and then hinge forward. Finally, you're all nice and warmed up now for PT.
So much. Thank you, everyone.
Have a wonderful day. Lengthening all the way up to the back of the neck. And if you have those spots in your body that feel imbalanced or uneven, just see if you can wiggle a little bit side to side or stretch your legs a little longer one and then the other sides of the body. And slowly come up, and you'll make your way onto your back. You can take any finishing pose that your body wants. So maybe like, sometimes I lay down and all I really want is a knees in and like a rock, or you can take a twist or a shoulder stand or happy baby or windshield wiping of the knees. Just whatever will help you to be able to move into Shavasana. So we're moving into that flat, still place on the floor where we take up some room, and so you want to kind of get all the little kinks out. And to make your way into Shavasana, so final rest. You can put a shirt on or socks or just stretch out on the mat. This is from the book Heart Talk by Cleo Wade. I choose to shine. What is within us appears before us. When I think like a cactus too long, I am all of a sudden a cactus. I am in the desert. I am without water. And not even the one I love can touch me. So I think like the sun instead, and nourish the growth of all with my light, with my warmth. And just bring your awareness back to your breath. Wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Stretch and move your body in any way that it wants. And gently bend your knees to roll to a comfortable side. And with your eyes closed, just press yourself up to sitting. Touch the palms of your hands together and bring your thumbs to your heart center. Touch your thumbs to your forehead center. Have a beautiful day. Happy the sun. Light in the warmth. Namaste. Thank you so much. So good to be Have an amazing day. Thank you, Ginger.
Thank you.
I'll see you next time.
See you in the breath.